Welcome to the Milsurf Bike channel. I'm going to do something that I don't do too often and do a book review. And I like this book so much that I'm going to give away a copy to one of you, so please stick around to the end to figure out how. Now, I came across Braxton McCoy while I was browsing Twitter. Mainly, be people retweeting or liking his thoughts on various guns, ammo calibers, hunting, etc. I started following him because he seemed to be well-grounded with a small L libertarian mindset, something he'd probably get mad at me for saying. He mainly tweeted about hunting, ranching, breaking horses, just general mountain life, etc. I believe he does guided hunts for elk and various other big game where he lives in Idaho, and he also does fighting rifle and pistol classes. His background and how he came to be where he is today is a much bigger story that can, at the very least, shame many of you into getting off your ass. This is where his book, The Glass Factory, comes into play. I've read several books from veterans from the quote-unquote War on Terror, including Nicholas Irving's books, but The Glass Factory is the best one I've read thus far. McCoy was in Ramadi when he was hit by a suicide bomber, and this happened in a glass factory building, hence the name of the book. He was badly mangled, had many broken bones, and that's just putting it very lightly. He also ended up with brain damage, and they really couldn't diagnose that for years because they frankly couldn't give him an MRI. He says that he still pulls ball bearings and shrapnel out from under his skin even this many years later. So you can't put somebody who has all that metal in your body in a big giant magnet, or your eyeball may come out. The Glass Factory autobiographically details his injuries and his recovery physically, mentally, and spiritually. His recovery was definitely not a linear journey, as at times he backslid, or he would discover that he needed to address other issues. Much of the fight in his recovery was pulling himself from the descent into nihilism, as much as recovering as much as he could from his injuries and weaning himself off his pain medications. Among other things, McCoy read Dr. Jordan Peterson's philosophies and became a very good living example of the 12 rules of life in practice. If you follow and enjoy Dr. Peterson, you will definitely need to read this book. My small synopsis of McCoy's book in no way does it justice. The Glass Factory is very well written and inspires. Reading it inspires one to get off one's ass and to better oneself. McCoy isn't as well known as some of the vets that write books about their experiences from the quote-unquote War on Terror, which is why I want to let everyone know who watches my channel about this book and encourage you to read it. I will leave a link to where you can obtain a copy, but I enjoyed the book so much that I want to do like the Real Cobra Burnout did with the Gary Sinise book and give a copy to one of you. Just leave me a comment and let me know that you want one, and I'll randomly pick a winner on March 31st. Please be aware of where your elected officials and the groups who claim to represent you stand on the Second Amendment and join the GOA. Get $5 off your membership with the link in my description. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.